This is Dr. Hein. Welcome to the Math Bunker. Today we're going to solve for an adjacent angle. I have two angles, one 4x plus 3 and the other one 12x plus 1. I'm going to solve the one that's in bold. So I'm going to actually solve this as an acute angle because it's less than 90 degrees. The other one's an obtuse angle. Now, to solve for adjacent angles, a pair of adjacent angles, the sum will equal 180 degrees. So I simply take the 4x plus 3, add it to the 12x plus 1, and I make it equal 180 degrees, okay? Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to combine like terms. So I have a 3, and I have a 1. 3 and 1 is 4. That equals 180. Next, I'll combine my variables, my letters. I have 12 x's, and I'm going to combine them with 4 x's. 12 x's and 4 x's is 16 x's. Then I have a simple equation. I'm going to move the number over first by doing the opposite operation. The opposite operation of addition is subtraction, so I'm going to subtract 4. And when I do on one side of the equal sign, I do the same thing on the other side of the equal sign. Because I subtracted 4 on the left side of the equal sign, I'll subtract 4 on the right side of the equal sign. 180 minus 4 is 176. Last step, 16x equals 176, so 16 times the number equals 176. So I'm going to divide 16 again, performing the opposite operation. The opposite operation is multiplication, so therefore I'm going to divide. 16 divided by 16 is 1, or it gives me 1x, okay? And 176 divided by 16 is 11. Now that's just what x equals. Remember, we was going to solve the acute angle. So I'm going to take 11 for x, and I'm going to plug it back in the expression for one that's in bold, which is the 4x plus 3. So let's do that. Let's go down to 4x, give me some more room. 4x, and then I was going to add 3. Now, whenever there's an x, what I simply can do, I can make x a parentheses, and then add 3. Now, this is what I mean by plugging in. I plug in 11. Instead of saying x, I say 11. Since they're touching each other, the 4 is touching the x, and you don't see subtraction, you don't see division, and you don't see subtraction, division, or addition separating the 4 from the x. It's multiplication, so it's simply 4 times 11, which is 44. So let me make a 4, 44. Last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add 3, and I get a 47. Now what that means is 47. That acute angle is 47 degrees. Therefore, the smaller angle is 47 degrees. Thank you for joining me in the Math Bunker.